Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Story Time. I am Andra Annette, and I love stories. So I'm always writing new stories that help you experience life on a day-to-day basis. Little boys and girls go through so many different things, and I hope to share some of your experiences on my creative journey. So today I have a very special reading from you from The Rabbit Who Couldn't Sit Still. So I think there's a lot of us that get these little fuzzy feelings inside and we get anxious about certain situations and we don't quite know how to hold that in or find a safe place that we could really share that. So this is a story of about that very same experience. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to bring this down and we're going to open this book. Okay. And then we are going to make this bigger. So the rabbit who could not sit still. In the soft heart of the Greenleaf Meadow, where the grass danced like whispers and the river sang slow songs, there lived a little rabbit named Remy. Remy had the quickest feet in all the meadow. When the morning mist lifted, Remy would already be bounding, boing, 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 from hill to hill, chasing butterflies and dandelion fluff. Even when the sun grew heavy and warm in the afternoon, and when the bees dozed in the flower beds and turtles tucked into their shells, Remy could not stay still. I just have too many wiggles inside, Remy would say, bouncing in circles while the other animals blinked sleepily. The meadow was peaceful. The breezes were soft. The birds sang gentle songs. But inside Remy's chest, it always felt like 1,000 drums were playing. Just got to move this down. Sometimes Remy did not mind. The bouncing felt like laughter spilling out. But other times, especially when the meadow got busy, when everyone was chattering, buzzing, and rushing around, Remy's heart would thump way too hard. His paws would twitch, his breath would feel tight, like trying to squeeze through a narrow tunnel. And even though the meadow looked calm, inside Remy's chest, it felt like a storm was starting. I do not know what is wrong with me, Remy thought, his nose twitching faster. Why can't I just sit still like everyone else? Remy tried. He plopped into the soft moss next to the slow-moving river. He squeezed his eyes shut. He told his paws, "Be still." But inside, the jittery feeling only grew bigger, stretching up, up like the balloon ready to pop. The tortoise and the tiny breath. Remy did not know what was happening. He sat by the river, paws jittering, ears twitching, chest tight. The meadow was quiet. Birds trilled gently in the distance. The breeze rustled soft through the grass, but Remy's thoughts were very loud. What if I never calm down? What if everyone sees me like this? What if I am broken? Just then, a slow shadow crept across the moss. Looks like you're trying to hold still, but your paws have other ideas, said a deep, kindly voice. Remy blinked. A tortoise, round and mossy colored, with kind eyes and a tiny smile, had padded up beside him. Remy looked down, embarrassed. I just cannot stop moving, even when I try, especially when things feel too loud in my head. The tortoise settled beside him with a soft thump. Ah, that sounds a lot like anxiety. Remy's ears perked up. What's that? It's when your body and brain feel stuck in a storm, even when the sky is clear. Your heart races, your muscles get tight. You might feel scared, even when nothing scary is happening. Remy's eyes widened. Yes, that's exactly it. The tortoise nodded slowly. It's more common than you think. I used to feel that way too, especially when I was younger. Everyone thought I was calm because I moved slow, but inside I used to feel like 1,000 bees were buzzing in my shell. Remy tilted his head. What did you do? The tortoise reached out a gentle foot. I started small. I learned how to breathe like the trees do, slow and deep. He closed his eyes and breathed in slowly and out. So slowly Remy could almost hear the winds. So slowly Remy could almost hear the wind match him. Try with me, Tortoise said. Remy tried. His first breath came out wobbly. The second one shook a little less. By the third, his paws were not twitching quite as much. There's no rush. There's no rush, the tortoise said. No such thing as perfect. Just try again. And so they sat, side by side, one old tortoise, one jittery rabbit. See? Breathing like trees. The owl in the quiet tree. The next morning, Remy was bouncing again, not because he felt joyful, but because the storm inside was starting to swirl again. Even after the breathing with the tortoise, the jittery feeling came back when the meadow grew busy. A woodpecker started hammering. A group of mice were arguing about acorns. A breeze knocked petals off a bush in a sudden swirl. It was all too much. Remy's paws itched to run. His chest squeezed tight, so he hopped away from the noise, deeper into the forest, following a path of scattered pine cones and dappled sun. Soon the sound softened. The trees grew taller and the air cooled. High in the branches of an old sycamore, Al opened one eye. You're back early, she called gently. Remy looked up. You remember me? Hard to forget a rabbit with energy like yours, Al said with a small chuckle. But your ears, they're drooping. Stormy morning? Remy nodded. I did the breathing with tortoise yesterday. It helped, but today it's back again. That's the tricky thing about anxiety, Al said, gliding down beside him. It doesn't disappear overnight. It's like a cloud. Sometimes it floats off, then sneaks back when you're not looking. Yeah, Remy whispered. Sometimes I feel fine. Then something small happens and I get scared or dizzy or like I can't think straight. Al blinked kindly. Have you tried listening? Listening, Remy asked. To what? Not out there, Al said, motioning to the meadow. In here. She gently tapped above Remy's heart. Your body has things to tell you. Feelings are like little flags waving to get your attention. They do not mean you are bad, they just mean you need care. Remy sat still, eyes wide. Come, Al said. Show me one of your tricks. She closed her eyes first. Count for 4 sounds. Oh, come, Al said. Let me show you one of my tricks. She closed her eyes. First, count 4 sounds. Any sounds you hear, let them float to you. Remy listens. 1 was the leaves rustling. 2, a distant frog croaking. 3, Al's feathers shifting. 4, his own breath. Now feel 3 things touching you, Al said softly. Remy wriggled his toes. 1, the moss under his foot. 2, the cool breeze on his ears. 3, the warmth of Al beside him. You're doing it, Al said with a smile. You're grounding. This is what we call it, bringing yourself back to now. When the storm gets loud, then the now can help you be and feel safe again. Remy felt his heart slow just a bit. That actually helped. Al ruffled her feathers proudly. You're braver than you know, little one. Bravery is not about running fast. It's about listening, even when it's hard. The big fluttery moment. The next day, Remy felt hopeful. He had breathing, he had grounding, he had new tools in his pockets, or at least in his paws. But when he arrived at the meadow's open clearing, a group of animals had gathered. It was spring sharing day, the time when everyone showed off new things they had discovered over the winter. Birds chirped excitedly about new nests, mice squeaked about hidden tunnels, and foxes twirled a shiny pebble she had found in a mountain stream. And fox twirled a shiny petal she had found in the mountain stream. Remy wanted to share too. He had learned so much, but suddenly, with everyone watching, his paws would not stop shaking. His chest tightened. What if I mess up? What if they notice me shaking? What if I cannot speak? The panic started small, a flutter in his belly. Then it grew fast, faster than he could stop it. His ears dropped. His breath came in short bursts. His heart pounded like the thunder in his throat. He looked around. Was anyone staring? Was everyone staring? His vision got blurry at the edges. His thoughts tangled into knots. I have to go, Remy whispered. He darted away before anyone could speak. Behind a patch of tall clover, he sat alone, hugging his knees, trying not to cry. Why is this still happening to me, he thought, even after everything I learned? A soft voice floated nearby. I saw you walk away. Do you want company? It was Fox, gentle-eyed and warm. Remy did not answer right away, but he did not say no either. Fox sat beside him in the clover. You don't have to talk. I'll just sit here if that's okay. Remy blinked. A small tear rolled down his cheek. After a long, quiet moment, he whispered, I had a panic feeling again. I couldn't stop it. Fox nodded softly. I get those too. It is not your fault. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Remy looked up, surprised. Really? Really, Fox said. Big feelings don't make you weak. They make you human, or in your case, very rabbit. That made Remy smile just a little. I thought everyone would think I was weird. I think it's braver to feel big things and still try again, Fox said. You don't have to do it alone. Remy looked at her. I think I need to tell my mama. Everything. I want help, but I don't want to feel broken. You're not broken, said Fox. You're blooming. Telling Mama. The sky was orange when Remy came home. The wind had softened, the trees stood still, but inside he still felt that leftover flutter. He opened the burrow door slowly. Mama Rabbit was stirring soup. The warm smell of carrots and sage wrapped around him like a hug. She turned, ears perked. Hi, love. You're home. You're home early. Everything okay? Remy stood in the doorway for a long moment. Then he whispered, Mama, can we talk? Mama wiped her paws and knelt beside him. Of course, sweetheart, always. He sat down on the mossy rug. His voice trembled. Something keeps happening inside of me. Mama's brow furrowed with care. She did not interrupt. Remy went on. It's like my heart pounds, and I feel dizzy, and I cannot breathe. It happens even when nothing is wrong. Today it happened in front of everyone. I ran away. He looked at his paw. I think something's wrong with me. Mama pulled him close and kissed the top of his head. Oh, Remy, nothing is wrong with you. You are having something called anxiety. Remy looked up. You know what it is? She nodded. I have it too. It's when your body acts like there's danger, even when there is not. It does not mean you are broken. It means your feelings are strong and we need to take care of them gently. But it makes me feel embarrassed, Remy said. What if others think I'm too much? They won't, Mama said softly. And if they do, they are not your people. The ones who care will listen. just like I am listening now. Remy sniffled. Is there anything I can do? Mama smiled. Yes, my love. Lots of things. We will build you a calm plan. Tools for when the storm comes. You already know some. Breathing, grounding, talking, and we can add more together. Remy leans into her. I feel better already. That's because you were brave, Mama said. Asking for help is one of the strongest things anyone can do. They sat for a long time, wrapped in warmth, and for the first time in days, Remy's heart did not feel like it was running ahead of him. It was right there at home. Just need a little water break. Okay, the calm plan. The next morning, the sun rose soft and golden across the hills. Ramy sat at the kitchen table, his favorite mug of berry tea steaming in front of him. Mama was slicing apples. Everything felt quiet. Good quiet. So she said, placing a paw gently on his. Want to build that calm plan? Remy nodded. Yes, please. Mama brought out a small wooden box painted with swirls of blue and green. This is for you. We will fill it with ideas and tools, things that help you when the flutter starts. She handed him a little card. On it, she had written, My calm plan. Breathe like the trees, listen like the owl, rest like the tortoise, and share with someone safe. Remind myself I am okay, even when it's hard. Remy's eyes lit up. That's what everyone's been teaching me. Mama nodded. They were not just random ideas. You were learning how to take care of your anxiety without even realizing it. She tucked a smooth stone in the box. This is your grounding stone. Hold it when you need to feel something solid. It can help remind you you are here now and safe. Then she added a tiny cloth pouch filled with dried lavender. This is for your senses. When things feel too loud or too much, smell this. It can help your body feel calm again. Remy placed the little card inside with care. Can I add something too? Of course, Mama said. Remy found a tiny drawing he had made himself, standing tall with his friends around him. This is to remind me that I am not alone. They closed the box together and tied it with a soft green ribbon, and Remy smiled, not the bouncy kind, the quiet kind that comes from feeling seen and safe. He did not know when anxiety would come back, but now he did not feel scared of it anymore. He had a plan, and he had love. More alike than you think. The next day, Remy tucked his calm plan box under one arm and hopped into the meadow. At first, he felt nervous. His paws itched a little, his belly fluttered. But he took a slow breath, just like the trees, and kept hopping forward. Under the shade of the big willow tree, his friends had gathered. Fox, owl, tortoise, and a few others who had come for the spring sharing day. Fox waved. Hey, Remy, you okay? Remy smiled, a little shy. I think so. Actually, I brought something to share. Something important. He sat down and gently opened the box. Inside were the things Mama helped him collect. The grounding stone, the lavender patch, the calm plan card, and the little drawing. This is my calm plan, Remy said. It helps me when I feel anxious, when my thoughts get too loud or my chest feels too tight. There was a soft hush. Everyone listened. I used to think I was the only one who felt like that, Remy added, but I'm learning maybe I'm not. Tortoise nodded. I keep a feather in my shell. When I stroke it, it helps me slow down. Owl tilted her head. I count stars at night when my thoughts won't rest. Fox smiled gently. I walk in circles when I am worried. I used to hide it. Now I know it's just how I manage my feelings. Even Sparrow chirped from the branch above. Sometimes I freeze when I'm scared. My heart beats so fast, I forget I have wings. Remy's eyes grew wide. You too? Everyone nodded. You're not alone, Al said kindly. You never were. Remy felt something melt inside. Not the bad kind, the warm kind, like a snowball finally catching sunlight. Maybe, Remy said softly, if we all have our own ways to feel better, we could share them with others. Make a whole meadow calm plan. Fox grinned. Now that's an idea. So they did. They drew, they listened, they laughed, and for the first time, Remy did not feel like the rabbit who could not sit still. He felt like the rabbit who could connect. So that's the end of this story. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed writing it. So I write these stories because I think sometimes we all have feelings that may feel like they're too much. The important thing to know is that you're not alone. Everybody experiences these things. We all experience them in our own ways. Some of us get fearful, sometimes we get anxious, but it's great to have people that you can talk to and a supportive community. It's very important to learn the tools that you need to make yourself feel okay inside and talk to your parents, talk to a teacher, or talk to someone else that will allow you to feel seen and feel heard. Okay? So you are not alone. We all feel this way, and it's okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining me on this session of Story Time. I'm Andra Annette, and this is the rabbit who could not sit still. Have a great day, boys and girls.